Yep, time to click the button.
I'm
Open that can of Pepsi. Because I just wanted a Pepsi.
And she wouldn't give it to him.
That's right.
I'll catch you guys later.
But
Take it easy. All right, quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. As the Oracle foretold, two idiots who would misinterpret the news so you don't have to. Live from Deltona, Florida, the avatars themselves, Jack and Laz. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours. Because they deserve to be questioned. I mean, it's like, oh man, what can we question around here besides our sanity? Yes, giveaways are open for those that are interested in those. If you want to get in on the streamer bundle, remember you must be a Shroud player and go over to twitch.tv/Cinesist and twitch.tv/NBNN News and bang, bundle me. If you are interested in the Steam key giveaway on Laz's side, that is going to be dun 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 bang. I love free shit. And on my side, it's bang the bouteille. Because yes, we're banging bouteilles around here.
They're banging all sorts of stuff.
Yes, and giveaways are open. Knight Rider's gotten in on both of them so far. Nobody else so far on my side. We shall see. Remember, always better odds on my side. Because that's the way we roll around here.
Well, right now, if Knight Rider is the only one on your side, then the odds are equal.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
yes.
I mean, that happens. Yeah.
But anyway, welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Fruck
Yes.
Awesome Friday, June 6th, 2025, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And I was starting to worry a bit yesterday because 6 p.m. rolled around and I didn't see a live stream.
Oh, they Shroud math that?
Yeah, they
Dun,
got
dun,
a
dun.
couple minutes late, or their delay
Yeah.
or whatever it was, but eventually they did get up and running.
Yeah. Eventually.
And they went for over
Right.
2 hours yesterday.
Yeah. 2 hours and 19 minutes. Yeah.
And who is this?
Oh, Mr. McFister.
Mr. McFister, who followed us 2 days ago. Welcome to the stream and your first comment.
Welcome. And he's got his friends to touch themselves and brought in 7 more players.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yes.
Well, welcome to you and your
Game
friends to
definitely needs.
Shroud of the Avatar.
Yes.
Yes, according to yesterday's live stream, we got to be nice to the new people because there are loads of new people coming in. Of course, we keep hearing that, but this is one of the first times in recent history we're actually hearing somebody say they're actually new and brought friends with them, which is always nice.
Yes.
But, Mr. McFister, if you need any help or you have any questions, we are here every Monday through Friday in Owl's Head. And we're here in our Discord where we have a pretty lively group of people. I'm going to bang Discord for
Bang
you.
Discord. Bang the Discord.
And you can click that link that comes up there, and that'll bring you into our Discord server, the NBNN WRFB Radio Free Britannia's Discord server. And you can come in, ask questions, just join in the shenanigans. If you get here,
Hang out.
you will notice that we are an NSFW chat. So, we have no holds barred, and of course we speak our mind here. And I won't say we don't ever, because recently I did have to actually delete a post. But basically, if you got something to say, we're interested in hearing it and commenting on it. Yeah, and my name says it all, so I'm okay with it. Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. Yeah.
He's going to be fisting her.
Yeah, that's right. And we've got no problem with that either. So, feel free to come on in, say hello, make yourself at home, and join in the craziness, because you'll find chat here that you won't find anywhere else. And then, of course, we're here every day to answer questions, talk about Shroud of the Avatar. And today we're going to be covering some recap of yesterday's live stream, amongst other things. Probably for the
A wee bit of it.
next few
Yeah.
live streams, especially once we get the transcript off of YouTube, where we can actually just use the transcript to search for what it is exactly we want, because there's some interesting things that were said during yesterday's live stream. Amongst
Shroud
just
math.
some really great Shroud math and Shroud logic. But we've been doing this for over 10 plus years, 5 days a week, except for those days where we're not here, because occasionally we take some time off.
Yes, because we need it. I mean, it is.
He says, I've been trying to catch your stream past few days because I seen one of you run past me and thought your name looked familiar.
Oh. Yes.
Excuse me.
Send all the invites. Do all the weird stuff.
And definitely send the friend request to Lazarus Long and Jack Cynicist. We'll definitely add you to the friends list. You can come hang out at the studio a lot with us. And as we always tell everybody, we are probably the only live stream on the air that invites you, the audience, to participate in our live stream. And come on into Discord, and if you've got something to say about what we're discussing, or you have another gripe that might be pertinent to the audience, we're more than happy to give you some time to come in and hash it out with us, and share your peace of mind with us and the audience, because we've got no shame.
Apparently I get to wear my toga again, because the party tomorrow night is another toga party.
Toga.
Because
toga.
The person that posted the event on another page only brought one costume, and he's visiting in town for a few more days, which I think is funny.
Which means he only brought his bed sheets.
No, this. Okay, so did I send you a picture of my toga?
No,
probably not. The one I purchased off of Amazon.
Where?
Well, let's just say it comes about three. It's like shorts from the 80s. Okay, you remember how short the short shorts were? 70s, 80s shorts.
The ones with the white trim on them.
The ones where your nuts are going to be hanging out if you do something.
The ones with the white trim on them.
If I sit, everything's on display.
80s basketball shorts, absolutely, Knight Rider.
Yes. Yeah. That's about as long as mine is, and his toga is shorter.
Yeah. As Flair says, she still has your pants in her closet from Hoblot, Flair says. Flair's letting the cat out of the bag.
Wait, my pants or Laz's pants?
Your pants.
My pants?
Probably from when you changed out of your garb into some other interesting garb that you wore at Hoblot.
Yeah, stuff, right? Yeah, I don't even remember losing a pair of pants at Hoblot.
Yeah, we lost a lot of things.
But obviously it did.
But...
That
says you were drunk.
Much.
Yeah, back when he was mixing the mead and stout. Was that what Jack was drinking during Hoblot? Yeah, those days.
The adult chocolate milk, man. The adult chocolate milk is a glorious thing.
Talk about a concoction, I tell you what.
It's tasty.
But good to see you, Flair. We don't see enough of you out here on stream, but always nice to see you here.
Yes.
And Rustic Dragon, the founder of Hoblot, says, that sounds good right now. Yeah, yum.
Yes, and the chocolate milk portion refers to what it looks like, not what it tastes like.
Yes.
Yeah, because mead and Guinness do not taste like other things.
You have no interest. What? I don't know. The forums tell me a little different.
Flair has no interest in Shroud. She is frustrated. Yeah. But yeah.
Well, Flair, join the club. Come join the ever optimistic crowd of NBNN News because, well, we've been frustrated for a long time. We're still hanging in here, even though we don't believe half of what we hear these days. So how do you get rid of your Outlander tag? That would be pretty interesting and pretty easy to tell you. You just hit, what is it, 0 on your keypad? No, not 0.
Oh, nope, not that.
No, the easiest way is to go up to the stained glass window and just go to titles.
Titles, yeah.
It's keypad minus. I'm sorry, keypad minus.
Yeah.
And you will get a list. Yeah, you will get a list of titles that you may have available to you, and then you can go ahead and just click on one of them and set your title.
That is correct.
That's right. I don't believe anything I hear and only half of what I see. Yep. And what did you see and hear yesterday, Tina? Were you as face-palmy as we were yesterday when we were listening to some of that interesting stuff?
Shroud math, Shroud logic. Yeah. So I will say that, Laz, you are up on my side.
Oh, yes. Break out the big ban hammer. I gotta get a hammer. And here we go. Ready for it? Yeah. Watch it drop. Bam!
Oh, I'm watching. Banned. Bye. Sliced chiffon. Because we don't play those games. If we wanted viewers,
we'd be doing something else.
We would be definitely doing something else than Shroud of the Avatar. But yes. Okay, so where are we going to? Are we covering the Twitch stream, the first few minutes of it, or because there's a lot of information to digest?
I don't know if we want to go right into that off the bat, or do you have a marker where you want to go?
Hold on.
I really want to wait for the beginning part with the email server and that, because again, there's a comment there and then there's a comment later on, and I want to be able to play them side by side to just prove the point that it wasn't a Freudian slip the first time, because he said it multiple times, and then go with some interesting theories that we may have. That Knight Rider? Who's that shadowed figure?
I don't know.
Probably Knight Rider PvP.
So we have Benthic and his bird that is Reckless.
Reckless. No, I was talking about behind you. It is Knight Rider.
Oh, behind me?
Yeah, but he was actually all the way out in the main road, and I saw a big shadow run across in front of me before he ran around to the back there. Yeah. Definitely Knight Rider. And by the way, today is Convoy Day. Just for those of you who are not familiar.
Convoy Day?
Yes.
What is Convoy Day? I know it's D-Day, but
Is part of
that's
the
not.
lyrics. It was the 6th of June.
Are you referring to the convoy song?
Yes, absolutely.
From the late 70s?
That's right. Absolutely.
Oh, so in the late 70s, early 80s, that was played on the cassette player and the station wagon. They need to bring back station wagons, by the way,
Absolutely.
especially with the seats in the back.
Yeah.
The kids were looking out.
Especially in places down here in the South, like where you are, where I am now, where people had CB radios even in their cars, and because we didn't have cell phones, and if you were driving the lonely highways at night and you broke down, in places like Texas and Florida, there's lots of stretches of road which it goes on for miles and miles and miles with nothing, and there's no lights on the road. There's no places to stop. So if you broke down, a CB radio is what you would use to call for some help. Yeah. The seats had no seat belts. Yeah.
Hey, man, the bench seats where everybody gets to slide.
Everybody, take that corner too fast.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a CB back in the 90s still. In my cars, but again, once the advent of cell phones came out, there really wasn't much need for it anymore. But it used to be fun driving around the I-4 corridor, especially at night, because I was a restaurant worker. So driving the highways at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning.
You were just looking for the lot lizards.
Yeah, well, what can I say? Larry's my hero. What can I say?
Yes.
Speaking of Larry, while we're here, might as well remind everybody that Leisure Suit Larry, the retro versions, are no longer available in the Steam store, but I do have Steam keys for Leisure Suit Larry available for anybody who's interested in getting their hands on the collection. I have 3 different bundles available. The retro bundle, which I'll give away for 1,000 bits. It's got 7 games in it. The Leisure Suit Larry collection, which has the 7 games. It's 8 games altogether. Wet Dreams Don't Dry and Magna Cum Laude Uncut and Uncensored included for 1,500 bits, and the complete compilation worth $95, which is all 9 games plus 2 DLCs for 2,000 bits. And just for good measure, I know Noob Skyblaber got himself a copy of this the other day. $50 value, Rebel Galaxy and Rebel Outlaw double pack worth $50. 1,000 bits will get you that double pack if you don't have those in your library. And throughout the months, I'll be throwing some other ones out there. I've got some other $60 bundles, $50 bundles, $30 bundles, and you can get your hands on them, and they'll be cheaper than the actual retail value. So just had to throw that in there.
Yep.
But meanwhile, did you have a time marker?
Well, so if we start off, so before they go into the Shroud stuff, all the server stuff and email stuff starts at 8 minutes.
Right.
Before that, they
went to sleep right away.
Cleanup stuff. They did discuss the banning, but I don't know if you want to cover that. But we can either start off.
Cover somebody who was banned, who they're not going to tell us about who it was anyway.
But you have all the information from the forums? So
yeah,
probably
is. I sort of didn't catch that whole thing, so maybe we should go right to the beginning.
Okay. And that starts off like a minute into the. Hold on. Hold on. So
Okay, I'm at the
let's go
1 minute
a minute
mark.
and 30.
You want me to go a minute 30?
So a minute
Okay.
and 30. Yes.
Okay, hold on. I gotta
And
get over here.
that's the intro. And now I'm displaying it.
Okay. I just got to figure out where it is. There we go. And bring this up. And let me turn off.
Excuse
Excuse
me.
me. Yeah. Excuse me. All right. Game volume is turned off. Let me turn up the volume on the live stream. Put this up on screen. And anytime you're ready.
We are clicking play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, I will do the. This is Shroud of the Avatar. We're a free to play role playing game. You can find us at shroudoftheavatar.com. You could directly download the client and play for free. You could also download the client for free from Steam. Most of our players actually do the direct download. Not a lot of people use the Steam nowadays for some reason. Though it works just as well. So, and you can follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/shroudoftheavatar or facebook.com/shroudoftheavatar or at our website. We have forums that you could follow through the RSS feed. And there you go. That is the boilerplate for the moment. I gotta find where my little mini script is because I'm not really doing the main script. My stream script, blah, blah. Okay, there we go. Blah, blah, blah. So we do have some prizes today. If you are in-game, only in-game, you can type Swooning June. Is that right?
Yep.
Yep, Swooning June.
Swooning, like swoon, like
yeah, like June, swoon in June, that type of thing.
Okay.
So, yeah, swooning June. 2 words, uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter. You could type that in any chat, universe, party, guild, whispers, whatever, and it will enter you into the raffle for the prize drawings. And or if you want, you can go and purchase something on the website. We have Kodos for sale up on the website, extra bank slots, things like that. So if you want to support the game, you could buy something, and otherwise you could go ahead and just say the phrase in there.
One of the other things on the website is episode 2. That'll give you access to a bunch of higher end scenes and a whole other skill tree that you can only get in those places.
Okay, all right. So housekeeping, we'll do that first. Every so often, we have a little bit of drama going on in the player community. Yes, a player was just recently banned. I guess yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday evening.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything worth banning at first. He got a 24-hour timeout. He was banned because he then went to the forum with a complaint about it.
Yeah, which went
rather explicit.
Yeah, right. Which of course we killed right away. Anyway, it's I think that's where we're going to leave it. Because I don't think his identity made it to the full public, so we don't talk about that. But you guys will probably figure out who it is and everything. But will definitely say that a subject that had come up circling around this, not the issue, but one of the things, one of the topics that was discussed about this was against autoplay. or about autoplay rather. Playing with any type of macros or automation is against the rules. So if you're caught doing that, then you will get either a suspension or a ban. And bans are permanent. There is no coming back from a ban, period. You definitely don't want to do that stuff. And apparently the player was giving out misinformation. I believe that the community itself corrected that situation, the understanding of it. But obviously, we want to just say that officially that reconfirming you don't want to be doing that. So,
Ever.
yeah. So anyway, the information for all that is actually in the community TOS rules on the forums, and have a read there. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of to support at shroudoftheavatar.com, and we'll be happy to.
Okay, so Laz, you ready to pause?
Give you further detail if there's confusion about any of those things.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, send us an email to support@shroudoftheavatar.com, which the email server is not working, so we're not gonna not gonna get that email even if you're gonna do that and send that support note, right? Is that what I just heard?
You also heard several other things. One, all bans are permanent.
Bans, yes.
Since when?
Since always.
No. There were different levels of banning.
No, there's 24-hour timeout, there's a 7-day timeout, and then there's a ban. There's a difference. And you heard Ali say that he was originally timed out for 24 hours.
Yes. But if you look at where is this in the forums?
Yeah, give me the link.
Hold on. Where is this?
Meanwhile, Mr. McPhister, the pole march is not a valid in-game name. You sure that they didn't change your name on you? Because I can't find it. And Zealot,
community rules,
as always, they don't tell us who got banned. I was looking in the forums.
I was going to say you should look in your email, because there probably wasn't a whole lot of email yesterday to find the email, because the way that they phrased it, this person went off on the team. Okay, so let's go down.
I'm looking. Naming policy.
Moderation actions. Okay.
I'm looking for it. There it is. Moderation action. So let's get over here.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, so what I was saying was I can't find your name in the database.
Yeah. Time length of offense. Verbal warnings are most often issued first, with a 24-hour timeout 1 day, a 72, a 1-week suspension, a permanent ban, a limited ban, manual moderation, or auto moderation.
Of posts.
Yes. And they also do have the ability to mute people in game as well. Right. So, yeah.
But suspensions and bans are pretty much separate. 24
but
hours.
Not all bans are permanent bans.
But they're not bans. That's what I'm saying. A 1-week suspension is just a suspension. It's not a ban.
Limited ban is right there in the ban types.
What does that say?
Certain situations may call for banishment from multiplayer modes and/or the ability to post in the forums without moderator approval.
That's right, but that's not an actual ban. It means you can still communicate, you can still
Hey.
access the game. So technically, that's not the proper verbiage to be used. Yeah, because
I'm not the one with
Shroud
Shroud
Logic.
mathing these
I
decisions,
I I
and
know, I know. Well, we've gone through these TOSs and the jumble of this part's here, this part's over here, this part's over here, and there's is
Shroud of the
addendum on this
inconsistent.
post, and there's an addendum over here, and it's not all in one place, and it's never been updated, and there's still mentions of portalarium in places, and yeah. Um, but anyway, before we move on,
Oopsies.
it's past that time for us to pull streamer bundles. So let's pull our first
Yes, it
streamer
is.
bundles of the day.
Morgan, going to be getting one from me.
Lomir! Lomir's not here, so I'm
You
going
get
to
to hold on
just.
to yours.
Yeah, I'm just going to mail it to you, Lomir, because by Monday I'll forget. I can't hear a word you're saying. You're breaking up so bad on the phone, it's
The
ridiculous.
phone, not the way to communicate.
Yeah.
Too laggy. And helps if I. Yeah.
I'm
Mute
not
yourself,
hear you.
Lomir. We don't understand you. But you can look in your email to see whether or not you would agree that that would result in a permanent ban. Or is this more of the Shroud of the inconsistency?
Well, as I go in, let me see. Yesterday again, the pole march was not found as a name going out to Mr. McPhister. So if you want to give it to me again as to what your in-game name is, so that we can add you properly.
And Pole March was not found either. Is it
again? So yesterday, there was only 3 comments, and that wasn't even yesterday, from the 4th. And the only one that had anything to do with what they're talking about was somebody who was talking about combat decks and key press glyphs, which is something we've already got in our list. So let's get over to his topic, because this is the only one that I can think of. And this is from Tirag, who I don't think really would have,
But they did say they removed the post from the forums.
Yeah, well, again, I get emails, so either it hit really quickly and they removed it really quickly, because I don't have an email even closely resembling. And believe me, if we had it, we'd be all over it like flies on stank. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one where it's like all of the forum posts go immediately to your email. There's not a delay on them. Oh wait, the mail server's broken. Mail server broken.
Well, no,
we forgot about that element.
That's the other mail server. Yeah, well, yeah, good point, because the last mail I've got is from the 4th. I haven't gotten anything posted in the 5th or the 6th at all, which could explain that.
Delay some things. So no mail server means no mail. Dun dun dun.
Well, actually, I'm on the RSS feed, so I should still be getting it.
It should be.
Yeah.
Good. Now, are you ready to skip to 8 minutes in?
No, I'm hitting this topic that I just referenced. And
well, I mean that I just wanted to know whether or not you actually had it. Because without that, we can't really reference Shroud of the Inconsistency and know what we're talking about, because if it's been removed from the forums, as they said, It's been removed from the forums. Um, and as we know, our team is
Or
very
or there were
inconsistent.
no posts.
Or there was no post.
Things that make
Yes,
you go,
we got the options.
Claire, you've got me very curious at this point, my friend. And yeah. I guess I'm just gonna say it is I'm wondering who pissed in your Cheerios that put you in
Oh,
the mindset that you're in right now.
we can talk about that offline.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm not gonna hash it out here, but I just wanted to
Yeah.
vocalize that because
Yes.
yeah.
The Wheaties have been pissed on,
Yes,
and other things.
she says, I don't want to know the answer to that question. Is it, well, again,
Yes.
then.
You do not want to know the answer. Yes. But yes, are you ready to go forward with something else? Because we have a lot of uncertainty related to
Well, we can hold the
that forum post.
combat thing for
And-
later, and we can go right to the 8-minute mark if you really want to.
and great things with Moobot just timed me out. The giveaway is still open. I'm just hitting the buttons. That way it grays out on my side. It's still open. I just got logged out of Moobot for some odd reason.
Yeah,
So
I hate doing this in Twitch too, because getting to an exact mark is a pain in the ass.
Yes, correct. I'm at 759, by the way, not 8.
Yeah.
Because the slider bar did not want to cooperate, and I'm not going to fight that shit all night. But yes, let me know when you are ready to play.
Okay, I'm at 8:05.
Least by a day.
Okay, well, you should be able to go back a few seconds.
Yeah, every time I do that, I got 7:46. So give me a second while I play 15 seconds, and then I will just pause it there. Here we go. 8-minute mark. Close enough.
Okay.
Close enough.
We are clicking play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Delay the release by a day, actually entirely because the game server had a little bit of a fit, and I had to drive down to Austin to whack it in the head and get that back up and running. So as most of the veteran players know, I've been dealing with infrastructure stuff actually for about 3 years, and we are definitely way farther along than we have been in the past.
Hit play.
But over the last couple of months,
pause. Yeah, I was playing.
So he's been dealing with infrastructure stuff for 3 years, but has any of the infrastructure updates been applied?
Well, as we'll find out a little later on, probably Monday, Tuesday-ish, if they can. And again, this is something that Jack and I were poking fun at earlier. Why does it take so long to get this uploaded to YouTube? When you finish a live stream on Twitch, there's a little button off to the side where you can go click the button, and it says upload to YouTube, and it will automatically take that live stream and send it right to YouTube for you. And it's all hands off. You just push the button, publish to YouTube, and it's done. So why we have to wait days and days for this to happen, I have no idea, because it's just a button push. And if anybody here knows, let's see, how long have we been doing this? 10 years? Today's show will be published to YouTube within a half an hour after we go off the air, or less, for our stream every single day. The
Oh.
latest it will take me if I get sidetracked is by 3 p.m. and that's my own personal rule. I want everything published by 3 p.m. I want my Patreon updated. I want the radio station copy uploaded, and I want my YouTube uploaded by 3 p.m. Within 1 hour after the show ends at 2 p.m. Eastern time, my time. And I've been doing this for 10 years. Why it takes days upon days upon days for them to get this up to YouTube
Well,
is anybody's
Because
guess.
they're
part of it is they trim off the first 15 minutes of the idle stream of going live soon.
they're
Because-
Yeah.
They haven't figured out how to stream yet.
They're lazy.
Depends on the transfer rates and the length of stream, but it should be same day. Yeah, well, yeah, transfer rates are different. Until I upgraded, I used to be on the slowest internet connection you had, and I was still able to do it within an hour at a 100 megabit upload. A download and a 10 megabit upload. So now I have a 40 megabit upload and a gigabit download, and I'm able to do it in a matter of minutes. And I know in Austin where I know he's got good internet, so that's no excuse either.
I think
Anyway, back to your
Scotty
point.
actually has a gigabit internet through Google Fiber because his
Yeah.
neighborhood has Google Fiber. Because I know people that live down the street from him.
But yes, 3 years is crazy. We moved to a new server several times, actually, Zealot. And we're still waiting on the new server. You want to show them a picture of the server, Jack?
No, well, we have to get to that portion of the discussion because that is part and parcel of this conversation several minutes in. So let's go back. We're hitting start again in 3, 2, 1, start.
I've been paying a lot more attention to it because we're at the point where I'm going to get ready to change out server hardware, virtualize things, and basically optimize the infrastructure that way. Just by doing the cleanup, I've actually freed up a ton of hard drive space and got some of the processes onto better, faster machines, juggled things around. Sadly, sometimes based on the age of the older machines, which only have USB 1.0 on them, it actually took 22 hours to extract the image of one of the servers off that to virtualize it and stuff. So this stuff takes a lot of time doing all that, and of course that requires me to. Some of it requires me to be on site in the data center to do. So, for instance, I was there all night last night. I got back here to Scotty's house at about 6 in the morning and went to sleep right away, intending actually to try to get up by like 10 or 11 a.m. With the intention of going back down to the data center. But
hit pause.
I got up at 1 or something like that. And
where is my mouse?
we did a... we did
my mouse is not cooperating.
or I continued.
There you go.
How much of that makes you facepalm?
Yeah, all of it, because I'm going to just throw this one out to the audience.
USB 1.
Yeah, what's the easiest way to do a file transfer on a server, ladies and gentlemen? Can anybody give me that answer?
And not USB.
No, don't give them any hints. I just want to see if anybody can come up with the simple and most obvious freaking answer. Yeah, and no, Lord British didn't leave us with 1996 machines. Catnip Games left us with 1996 machines.
And even that is extremely questionable as well.
Sell it. Give that boy a cookie. Ye old network. That's
Network.
right. Yeah. Ye
I
old network.
because servers actually have redundant NICs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zealot. Yeah. Why are we
Yeah.
doing file transfers via USB off of a server? Again, this just defies all logic as to why. I mean, unless, I'm going to guess that he's using an old, hold on. I've got one right here. Is this what he's using to transfer
Yes.
the
Yes.
data? Is he's
You remember the
taking a
yes.
portable hard drive and plugging it into the USB port to transfer the data?
Yes, he is.
Just plug a fucking laptop in and transfer it to the laptop hard drive. Or even better, plug this into the laptop's USB port and plug the laptop into the network and transfer via the freaking network, for crying out loud. I don't
There
get it.
there are only dozens of ways to get around that would actually be much more efficient than using USB 1 to transfer anything. But best
USB
and
1.
brightest. Okay, and someone wants a work call.
I'll tell him to wait 10 minutes.
Well, we're supposed to be starting another meeting at 1, so hold on for just a minute. Hopefully, this is just a 2-minute question.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. But yes, I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, yeah. There's easier ways to transfer data, especially in a network, especially when you're in a server environment. I mean, USB 1.0. I just don't get it. And they call us silly, and we don't understand Shroud math. We don't understand the technology. I mean, Jack and I, we've been around the block once or twice. We know just a wee bit. And again, the reason why I'm not a coder is just because me and semicolons just don't get along very well. And, I spent those endless weekends in my basement on a Commodore VIC-20 typing in code from the back of PC magazine to get little shit to appear on screen, and it used to drive me damn crazy.
I was on a Commodore 64.
But again, I worked with Apple IIe's back in the day. What Richard programmed a Calibeth on. Actually, that was not actually even an Apple IIe. That was his first port, I believe. And others, but I just didn't get into it. I can read code, I understand code, I can comprehend it. I used to run if classic Trash 80, yeah. But
I played Ultimate 2 on a 2E.
you put what
I played Ultimate 2 on a 2E.
on a TV?
Apple 2 on an
Oh,
Apple
Apple
2E.
2E. Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, I've run in my own shards. I've run, my own servers. I'm pretty all self-taught. Nobody actually taught me. I was reading the DOS manual back in the day when the manual was this thick and banging my head against the keyboard learning this shit. I understand networking. I can, fix problems. I can set up a network. I understand how most of this stuff actually works. Even went as far as got Unity to start learning Unity when this game first came out because I had believed that well, they gave us the impression that we were going to be more of a Second Life type esque game where we were going to be able to submit our own items to have them added into the game. And I was actually sitting down learning how to do that stuff until they pulled the rug out from under us and said, no, we're not taking submissions from you guys anymore. And that's when the promises started going south. Uh, we're not going to do this. We're not going to take the player submissions. We're not going to give you the hours of dev time to develop your own towns. We're not going to give you your Duke heads that you paid for. We're not going to give you the physical copy of the book that you paid for. About that time, I just gave up that, and we just decided to stick to doing news instead of doing events like we did originally when we first started, because Jack and I would run out to every event that was running out there to cover the events and let everybody be able to catch what was going on in Shroud, but people just couldn't stick to their time schedules. People would start events 2 hours late and shoot the shit out of our day, and we just decided that that was a waste of our time and energy, and if they didn't respect our time and energy, well, then we weren't going to cover their shit. But anyway. Yeah, old 80s tech manuals were the bomb, yes. Is before we had the Four Dummies books. Yes, is the fucking DOS manual. Yeah, you all remember. It was about yay big, yeah, bigger than a bread box. And man, syntax was a bitch back in the day. Forget if you had your syntax off just slightly. Yeah. How many times they formatted a drive by mistake? I don't know. Actually, I'll give you all you old timers a real good one. The back to the time of MFM drives, where if you unplugged your drive from the motherboard, the drive would automatically wipe everything that was on the drive because you took power from it, and you had to always start over. Or even better, Windows 95 on 13 floppy disks. That was always fun. Yeah, so I'll make some of those 80s and 90s horror pictures come back into your heads. But this doesn't look like Jack is going to be a 2-minute phone call here, right? No 2 minutes? Sound like Norm McDonald, huh? I don't know. I've definitely been told I definitely have the voice for radio. I have the face for radio too, but that's beside the point. Mr. McPhister, so where can I get blacksmith recipes? The easiest way to find that out is to go to sodawiki.net and search for blacksmith recipes. That is the best information I can give you. And Flair say open supply bundles and from NPC blacksmiths. Yes? Problem is, they made that change a long time ago, and not all blacksmiths have all the same recipes. So you have to travel around the world to different blacksmiths to get most of the recipes. So basically, you have to go to the southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest, and go to the different areas in order to get most of those recipes. And then the really, really heavy ones like dungeon stuff, dungeons blacksmith recipes. I forget. Are they smelting recipes? Let's take a look here real quick. Blacksmith book. Blacksmithing. Or even better, you know what? If you make your way to Owl's Head here, anything that I have that is teachable, which is a teachable recipe, I will be happy to pass on to you and help you fill up that recipe book. But it doesn't look like there's many necklaces. There's not many reteachable or teachable blacksmith recipes that I'm seeing here. But the ones that I do have, I'd be more than happy to share with you and teach them to you. Here's a nice little bit to get you started. And then, of course, I get to see who you are and add you to my friends list at the same time. So if you want to make your way over here, I will stick around for a few extra minutes after the show. And anything that I have, again, that's teachable or reteachable, I will share with you. So should save you just a wee bit of time. Not a whole lot of time, but a wee bit. And, and then check the public boxes and POTs. I put a lot in them. Public boxes, oh, like public cash chests. Interesting. But it's time for us to pull the final giveaways of the day. So if you haven't already entered, I'm going to give you a quick chance to type in exclamation bundle me, exclamation I love free shit. Get in on the chance as I get over there and get ready to pull my giveaways. And Jack should be doing the same thing. Monday you can because you're on break. Very cool. Well, then look forward to seeing you here on the lot on Monday, Mr. McPhister. As I pull the streamer bundle, and my next streamer bundle is going to Morgan. Why did that not surprise me? Congratulations, Morgan. Morgan getting the streamer bundle. And then we will be pulling our game key wiener. Because every day we do at least one game key giveaway. That's at the end of the show. And if you ever want your own, you can just donate 300 bits. But closing the giveaway, picking our wiener, and Andrea, kill on sight. Let's see what we've got for you today as we go to the mystery game key bundles and find out you've got a copy of Theria, Thyria, Theria on Steam. And Theria is currently 60% off of its retail value of $16. Currently $6.39, but it's still a free game. So congratulations to Andrea. And of course, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the follow the other day, Mr. McPhister. And you and your friends, I hope you all have a good time learning Shroud. You should join our Discord so we can give you some more interesting tools and tips. I will put that in there again. You can click the link and follow that into Discord. And the answer, what should I look for in a shield stat-wise? That all depends on what your build is and what you're looking for. Are you looking for strength? Are you looking for focus? Are you looking for defense? The possibilities are endless. Something that stops you from getting hit is the actual answer, but we'll delve into that and more right here on NBNN Monday. Till then, I'm Laz. That's
He's
Jack.
Jack. And I'm Lomir.
And we are NBNN. You're a tank. I'm a Laz. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you all on Monday.
Bye bye. Jack says bye bye.